two, don't
Just one or two.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yes.
Good result.
Oh, you guys are from the same parts?
Yeah, we're both managed by Gary and trained.
Okay.
New shorts, like every wind.
We're going to go upstairs because too many people, unless you're Camp Cleveland. Because I've got here while we sort it out.
Yeah.
Gary?
These guys
Oh,
can
Well, it's going to be outside,
go.
please.
Yeah,
Just talk
yeah,
to me
yeah.
out, please.
Is it alright if I speak to you quickly, Gary?
Yeah, of course.
Beautiful performance. What was that? The third round, was it?
Third round, yeah. Third round. So, he tried a bit hard, I think. He was trying to land the big shot because he knows he can punch a little bit, but obviously the temptation to land it far outweighs the temptation to jab and let it come naturally. But he got the job done in the end. I thought he was pretty good.
I mean, his jab, when he did land them, they were very, very stiff, and was that one of his quality?
That's one. He's a quality fighter, and it's like I just kept shouting him jab because I knew everything would come off the jab. But he's a good body puncher as well. So that body puncher was a peach. Touched upstairs and then went downstairs. But he was a brave kid, Ross Murray, and but Jay was just a class above, wasn't he?
Okay. So what's next? Would you like for your fighter next?
Listen, Jay's right up there. He's becoming a good division. I mean, obviously he's flyweight, but he could do superfly as well. So there's plenty of names around, and I don't want to disrespect anybody by calling them out, but there's everybody knows who the guys are around in Britain now. So we're open to offers and for any one of them. But Jay he's up there with all of them. That's all I'll say.
Couple of weeks ago, was it a week or a couple of weeks ago? I was here in your call for the was it the Box Nation show? Is MTK?
Yeah.
And
Sonny Edwards, Ryan Farag.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
actually, Jay got made. Jay against Ryan Farag got made for the vacant British super flyweight title, but I know that Ryan had already signed to fight Sonny. Sonny boxed really well, won every round. He looked really good. Jay and Sonny actually went out to the Ukraine sparring together, sparring the champion over there. So they're good friends. But obviously, look, if the money's right, then they can put their friendship aside and have a great fight, and then perhaps be friends after. But as I say, we're open to offers for Jay, so we're unsure what's next, but there's plenty of options, isn't it?
Okay. And what do you think of Paddy Barnes?
Yeah, very good. Obviously, great amateur pedigree. I think the world title fight had probably come a little bit too soon for him. But look, Paddy's right in the mix as well. So as I say, the flyweight and super flyweight divisions, whilst perhaps being unfashionable before, they're turning into quite a hotbed of talent now in Britain, aren't they? So there's plenty of matches out there. And as I say, Jay's right up there.
Okay. Do you know much about Andrew Selby?
Yeah.
What's going on with him?
Oh, listen, Andrew's an amazing talent. He made his comeback after a year out last weekend, and he stopped a guy that hadn't been stopped in the second round. He looked really good doing so. So obviously, Andrew's a fantastic talent.
Yeah, I spoke to I think it was about 3 weeks ago. I spoke to Joe Cordina, and he told me he's the most talented. Well, Andrew Selby is the most talented boxer he's ever come across.
Yeah, he is. Talent. He's an unbelievable talent. He won everything in the amateurs. Obviously, an Olympic gold escaped him, but the talent of the man is, that he has is unquestioned. He's an unbelievable talent. Look, we're open to offers for all of these fights at flyweight, with super flyweight. If the money's right, then Jay will fight any of them.
Okay. Well, all the best with that. And this is the first time seeing Jay live, and I was quite impressed with it. I was fully entertained. I sat down.
It's not bad.
All what was missing was a little bit of a popcorn to enjoy the rest of the show. But next time I know he's fighting, I'll definitely break some with me and enjoy the rest of the show. Hopefully I get some interview with him afterwards. And
cheers.
Thanks for your time. Anything else? Any boxers coming through?
Too many to mention. I don't want to bore you. Thank you very much. Cheers. I don't want to bore you. We've got Alex Hughes. He's making his comeback. 17th. Alex is 10-0. He's actually out sparring with Cal Brook in Fortaventura at the moment. Chris Jenkins, Reese Edwards, Jacob Lovell. I'm forgetting people. There's about 6 or 7 in the gym all coming through at the moment, and it's really thriving at the moment, the gym, and it's such a good family atmosphere down there. So even though people think I'm quite arrogant and grumpy sometimes, That's just, thanks, Eric. That's just the persona I give off. But here we go.
The man.
Gary Lockett.
The man has got
I
everyone's.
filmed him as a teenager in the schoolboys in the ABCs. Look at him now, eh?
All grown up.
Manager of champions.
All grown up.
Yeah. Well, you ain't grown up, you got older.
All right.
How you doing, Eric? You alright?
Alright, mate.
Eric is the one that's got the footage of every boxer alive in this country.
I tell you what, Gary, people don't realise how good a puncher Gary Lockett was as an amateur. He was stopping left, right, and centre, weren't you?
Those days are gone, Eric.
No, but he was a great puncher as an amateur.
Yeah, it was 38 consecutive wins, wasn't there? 37 knockouts in the years.
Oh, that's
And
amazing.
that was
What
just
weight
a
was
spell.
that?
Oh, what was I from light welter up to light middle? It was over about 2 or 3 years.
He could bang them out.
But at
People don't realise how good
98
an amateur he was.
At 98 in all as an amateur. But that one spell from the ages, I think it was 14 to 70. It was
So, yeah.
38 consecutive with about 37 knockouts.
Yeah.
Did you turn pro with it as well?
Yeah, I turned pro. Yeah, I
Okay.
boxed for the world middleweight titles last fight. I got beat up in that one. But,
Okay.
that's not.
Don't you know
Let's not
boxing
talk about
history?
Listen,
He boxed well for a
people
pro.
behind the cameras might not know. So
Don't
I've
you?
got to
Well, you
ask,
should
I've got
learn
to
before
ask
you
these
interview
questions.
somebody.
He's a pro boxer.
I've got to ask the questions.
And he asked some pretty good questions. As
Yeah,
well.
you're good, yeah.
He's a media mogul as well, no?
Media mogul. Yeah, like
It's
Rupert
like
Murdoch.
part-time media
It's
mogul.
Rupert Murdoch. Who's Rupert Murdoch anyway? But great, Gary Lockett,
Yes.
great kid. Always looks invincible.
Yeah.
But he's a good puncher and a
do
great
like
fighter, amateur and pro. And a great respect for Welsh boxing.
Definitely.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
Can I get on with the interview now?
Yeah, give me a fiver later.
Well, thanks for your time, and hopefully.
Hey, no problem.
Who's that? Is that your
That's
son
my
over
little
there?
boy.
You haven't got him handsome boy like that. You don't want to.
No,
to
his
box.
nose is nice and straight
No.
at the moment. He's playing rugby, football, and tennis,
Okay.
but no boxing.
Which one do you prefer out of the three?
Rugby.
Rugby.
Yeah.
What's your position?
Centre.
Centre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crash sender. So
See you later.
here we are. How we done it.
Okay. Well,
Nice to meet you, my
hopefully,
man.
I'll see you there. Maybe one of those things in the future. You know, rugby union. You never know. Fighting. I was about to say fighting. Playing for Wales,
Wales.
obviously.
Wales, obviously, yeah. Top
All right.
man.
Well, thanks for your time, and
Thanks
I'll
a lot,
catch you
mate.
again. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. Cheers.
You man, all the best with you.